To go live once again. Hey, hello everyone. Right, I need to make sure this is actually working in the way that because I've now got a proper microphone plugged in. So before we go anywhere, it is okay. I'm seeing the notice on the screen there. Yes, it is picking it up. I also need to see. All right, that's fine. That's who cares. Live. I need to turn the volume all the way down. Yeah, because I can manage the volume more so on the phone. Right, sound test, sound test. That sounds better. Right, that will have to do. Weird as well because this is the live stream page, and that's the actual live stream being up. So that's normal. But now back on the main live stream page for me, the belts are backwards. That's really weird. But yes, one thing that is also really weird is screen's there, camera's all the way up here. Hello. Yes, right. I don't need this anymore. That's fine. Let me get that out of the way. Come on, phone, wakey wakey. How's the hair looking? It's a bit brave, but to be honest. My hair is getting long enough to where I want to try a few different hairstyles. This kind of works, I don't know. Hello, Tonks Trains. Hello, Union Pacific fan. Oh yes, I need to do the ping on Discord. That's everyone. Right now. Send to I don't know how many people we got. How many people do we actually have on the server? There's got to be a server settings. Roles, things, members. 234 members. Well, that sounds about right. Hmm. Thomas Tree, nice stash. Yes, this is slowly growing back out. One thing as well with my stash, the middle bit right there, I don't have that connecting point. So even if I want to just shave everything else off and just have the stash, I'd have two half stashes. Really, it's not good. Right, we'll give it a moment for everyone to come on in. It has been a really long while since I last did one of these. It's been over a month, 5 weeks maybe, something like that. Yeah, so I don't mind explaining, but hear me out. Hypercat72, hello. Very good to see you. Thomas Strain says, I have a question. Can I see your Lego Oliver model? Um, I mean, I've got a lot of boxes to have to move out the way. So frankly, I'm not quite prepared to do that. I do have I'll have to re-find the picture. That's a point to mention as well. Where even it's gonna be forever. No, I'm not gonna be. It's buried in the community tab at the moment. Sorry, just before we continue, can everyone quickly just make a comment in chat? Does this sound okay? So in the last live stream, I was using the microphone that was on the webcam, and people said it sounded horrible, and I agree. I've now got my proper microphone plugged in. I'm hoping it's not too loud, it's not blurring or anything. So does this sound good? Rock Band Hyena, hello Josh, good to see you. Straight away someone's saying yes. Okay, I'm guessing this sounds way better then. I did a sound. Who's sorry, that's my tablet having a spasm there. Yes, everything's good. Very good. Right. We've got 6 people currently watching. Very good. There's a bit of weirdness, but it's definitely better. Yeah, I think it's well, first of all, Sandra, hello, good to see you. Secondly, I think the weirdness, well, again, I did the sound tech test just now. I'll be talking normal like this, and then it suddenly makes this sort of like muffled, sort of silent, as if I'm carrying my mouth like this. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just trying to take in too much sound. I mean, the mic is perfectly fine. It's been working for the longest time. Yeah. Talk straight says, I also started college. Yes, this is the time of year where kids are going back to school, and a load of kids are starting college. Oh boy. Yeah. I remember those days many years ago. Oh, to grow up and enter adulthood. It's not fun. Enjoy being a kid as much as you can. Engine swapping my power motor went well, and between that and the new propeller, I can definitely feel the extra power. Ooh, very nice. Union Pacific fan says, "Today I'm planning on making a Lego semi-truck, a Peterbilt." Oh, microphone. Sorry, hang on. There we go. Okay, if my microphone does sound weird, so there is a light on the microphone to show how much power is actually going into it. So when it's plugged in, light's on as normal. But every now and then it flickers. So I'm hoping it's gonna be fine. It better be fine. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. Speaking of a Lego semi-truck, lovely. Oh yeah, I've got, it's a low loader with trains coming on with rails and that. Should I do with it? Uh, to be honest, it's fine as is. I mean, I don't need to go that far into road vehicles. Tom Strings, how are your timings, characters, overhauls coming along? Thomas. Okay, that that took a okay, so you corrected the Thomas, yeah. So first of all, let me just there you go. That's how you spell overhaul. So that's what you mean. Overhauls. Okay, so in regards to the overhauls, this is funny, isn't it? So Thomas, Oliver, and Duck are still the only three characters that have been overhauled. Edward is currently 7 studs wide, but frankly, I love that model as is. It's 7 wide, not 8 wide, but at the same time, I'm actually okay with it. It looks lovely. I love my model of Edward. I was thinking of modifying James as well, but the main body is 8 wide and the tender 7 wide, but even then, I can't see anywhere to upgrade or improve the model. So either I rebuild James to be a much larger scale model, which brings that out of balance with everything else, or just leave it as is. And frankly, I am happy to leave him as he is. I've got 2 James models as well, so if I overhaul one, I have to overhaul the other. It was the same with Thomas because, of course, I've got blue Thomas and I have green LBSC Thomas from the Adventure Begins movie. So that green one had to be modified as well, and of course it was. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's not really necessary. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. So James, again, I'm not going to touch the overhaul. Edward, again, no need to really do so. Uh, not Edward, Henry and Gordon. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to get around to them. Here's the thing, though. Here's the actual thing. So let me just quickly double check my. Wait, no, let's do it on the phone instead because I can do this all right here. Okay, so we're gonna go to my playlist of Thomas characters. So back in January, I built about a dozen new Thomas characters. I was able to display them at a LEGO show in February, and videos showcasing those models went out during February and March. Those were the last LEGO Thomas characters I've built. And where is TLR Thomas? There we go. And those were a different kind of model because they were more realistic and had more detail. Of course, those models have more development put into them because I've been able to develop my skills over the years. So, what do I actually have? So, okay, genuinely, Gordon and Henry, as a joke, yes, I've been saying for the longest time they need over, but they genuinely do need over. I will get to why I might be able to do that recently in a moment. Personally, technically got an overhaul because when I first built Percy, he was 6 wide, now he's 7 wide. And again, no need to make him any bigger. He's perfect as is. Donald and Douglas as 812s is funny because the 812s, they're kind of small. They're tender engines, yes, but they're actually kind of small. So as much as I want to make 8 wide models and make them larger, I can't see myself making them in a way where it fits. So Donald and Douglas, I love them as they are anyway, so I'm gonna keep them there too. Toby is not my model, so I don't wanna even touch that. Spencer got the 8 wide treatments, that has of course, has been upgraded. Bill and Ben are 7 wide tank again, they are tiny tank engines, so there's absolutely no reason to touch them. Salty is, again, fine as is. What else do we have? Hero, it's a bit of a shame with Hero because when I built my model of Hero, we had these standard large drive wheels where I could absolutely have used extra large wheels, which would have made him look much better. But I'm still not prepared to make that investment. Priorities have vastly changed, but even then, he's not exactly that out of scale with anything. So, Hero, he's golden, and now going through the playlist, we are entering the models that were made at the start of the year. So they're all fine. So in terms of what needs to be overhauled, it really is just Henry and Gordon left. So, yeah, I mean, pretty much it. So let's go into oh, yeah, I've built Toad the Brake Fan, and that's 6 wide. Thing is, I can't use him. There's no real need to, so I'm gonna keep that 6 wide as well. So, yeah, Henry and Gordon do need overhauls. So let's go into why that might be possible very soon. So currently, with my new working life, so I've been in this new job for 6 months now, going very well. Of course, I'm working shifts during the day, so free time to build Lego stuff has become less. I've still got weekends to do what I want. I've got the evenings to kind of do what I want, but I'm also cooling down in the evening. Now that I'm building the street racer cars, they have become a much easier thing for me to. They're much smaller. I'm not spending 2 days at least building them because it's something completely. The trains do take a lot of time and detail, but in order to go back and work on the trains again, I am going to have to relearn how to make certain elements, which is something that yes, that's the thing that's really putting me off because Henry, again, for the longest time I said, I know how I can rebuild Henry to look like an absolute unit, same with Gordon, but I'm never gonna be motivated for it, but I am willing to try something. So next week, standard working week. After that, I have a 2-week holiday from work. I'm not going anywhere. I never really go anywhere when I have time off work. I've got 2 weeks to do whatever I want. Maybe if I can convince myself, maybe I will look into overhauling Henry and Gordon. I am gonna have to potentially get some more model lining too. I don't know, because the thing is, I am most likely gonna have to reline at least parts of the model. Thinking about the tendrils in particular, that's definitely gonna be relined because going from 7 wide to 8 wide completely. But this also goes into if I have the wheel, I never mind the color. If I have the right size that I need to actually make these, then I'll go ahead with it. I do need to do an inventory check before I commit to doing it because again, audio sounding oh bugger. Right. Audio is sounding a bit odd, just as a quick interruption. I am using a proper mic, but just make sure that's plugged in. That's oh Christ, I've just made it worse. Okay, well the light's back on. So if it sounds how do I sound test? Sound test. Yeah, that sounds alright. Yeah, okay. Maybe the microphone. I do that every now and then, which is the annoying thing. But yes, basically, overhaul could potentially happen soon. I want to do Gordon and Henry at the same time. I will have to do. You know what? Let's do that right now because I can actually grab those. Right, 1 second. Let me just sort this stuff out. Okay. Hello. Train wheels. Right. So this is my box of. Can you see it? Can you kind of see it? There we go. Well, there's a bunch of train wheels. Let's have a look at what train wheels I because this decides everything. Basically. I already think I'm golden. So okay, I would like to try an industrial design for Henry and Gordon. If you think about it, they were the two big engines of the railway. Yes, they were painted to be nice and cool. If a twist. I've only got black wheels. I have four blind medium wheels. and plenty of flanged ones here. So that's the tender. Sorted. Excellent. So that is exactly enough for the tenders. So it's absolutely possible. In terms of the actual drive wheels, both of them are going to. Are these 2XL? Yeah, these are 2XL. Right, we got enough of those as well. All right. Oh, pardon. Oi! Wajah! Here we are, back to normal. I really on mic up kind of quiet. This is going to be much louder. Yeah, you're gonna have to turn me down a lot. Most of the time, just comes up all wrong. I well, I can't do anything about that. If the mic is bugging out, the mic is bugging out. Well, it definitely says I'm yeah, okay, the sound reading on here on the screen is working. Okay. So, yes, I've got all of the wheels that I actually need. Good. That's a good starting point. I could definitely try a few things. So it's possible. I genuinely don't know if I'm gonna actually go ahead with the overhauls in that 2 week I could, the thing is I actually could because I've got nothing planned during that time. Ah, the only thing is I have to dig out all the track, but again, I've got time for it. So, okay. It's possible. It's actually possible that the overhauls will be done this year, this side of Christmas. Yeah. Crazy, right? So yeah, that's that whole ordeal. We spent a lot of time on that. Right, so where were we? How many people were in the chat at the time? So, which dome pieces do you use for your Lego Thomas? What piece am I? Oh, the thing is, I don't actually have access to the picture. It's a, if I remember correctly, it's a one by one piece, which has a like the bar handlebar pieces. The handlebar, like you would use, like Star Wars minifigures we use for the lightsaber. You got something like that. There's a shortened down version with like a half dome on top. I don't know what it's called. What do you call it? Oh, I got an idea. Hang on, let me see if I can. No, don't leave this. Bloody hell! Hang on, let me just see if I can find it. Uh, what's ideas? Car. Vintage car, excellent. It doesn't actually. It's on my one. Oh, better idea. Hang on. I might, I might actually be able to do it this way round because the power using my phone not being used for streaming anymore. It takes forever to load. Come on. So if we go over to my tab because everything is in a box. Oh, I could actually get it from the box. It's actually not that far away. We've committed to doing it this way. I need to find the Street Racer character profile for Randall. Come on, phone, load quicker. Lillian, Pacer, Ziggy. Yeah, there we go. Right, how easy is this to see? Oh, hang on. I need to turn the brightness all the way down. That's how it works last time. Okay, so does that work? Yes, you can see. Okay, so see the tiny piece there that I'm using as the front ornament? The quality is absolutely shocking. But go down to where you can see this on the community tab. That dome piece I'm using there, that's the piece. That is the actual piece. Okay, brightness all the way back up. Bit of a shoddy way of showing it, but yeah, there you go. Mouth is okay. The park is being taken down where I nearly started with trees and such. Oh, that's a shame. Also, audio sounding over because of the audio bit as well. Audio, yeah. This is weird. I'm gonna have to. Okay, hang on. Let me just continue. Let me put the. Okay, let me start that again. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna quickly put the audio back or the sound back on my PC just to give a test for like 20 seconds. I'm just gonna talk, and we'll see how it sounds on the stream. So, turn the volume down just in case because it might get a bit too loud. So how does this sound? Doing a sound test. How am I sounding? Doing a sound test. Ah, right there. It just dips out. Okay, well, that was alright. But yeah, that goes back to what I mentioned a moment ago, where I am randomly dipping out. I don't have any control of that. I don't know. The plug isn't loose or why is tech so complicated? Right, yes. Again, can't do anything about that. I'm not a tech person either, so I couldn't if it could be just something as simple as something's just a bit loose, need to wedge it back in. Well, I've been wedging it back in. I've even trying that. It's just oh, yeah, tell you what, moving on to a brighter note, back onto you, how it works. If I go to my channel, or if you go to your sub boxes, can you see any new videos coming out from my channel? Because today was a very productive day when it comes to making content for YouTube. So, yes, I am oh, hang on, what was that? One of my cards just got a heart. Yes, right. Does it show up? No, it does not show up. Oh, okay. So, yes, basically, I have been making some more videos for the channel, and 30 of them as well. It's pretty good. So, in the community tab earlier today as well, basically before the stream, I got the last 6 Street Racer character profiles made. And also today, all of the video versions of those profiles have been edited and finished. They are currently uploaded onto YouTube. They are in the LEGO Street Racers playlist, so you might be able to see them, but you won't be able to actually watch them because they have a scheduled upload for every day of October, barring October 31st. Now, I do have a plan to that. So, first of all, I need a drink. Still not sponsored, and I never will be, but that's alright. I need to brush my teeth after this stream because my teeth feel minging. Yes, so it's beautiful because you can't see it, which is annoying. But well, yeah, that's right. Basically, if I go to my video manager right now, 30 of the same play, not play, what do you call it? Thumbnail. 30 of the same thumbnail, and it's just all Street Racer character profiles. This is gonna be so good. So the reason why I'm doing this is for a few reasons. So again, when I got back into making Lego cars a few months ago, the first 4 cars I made, I had lots of fun with them. I thought, "Okay, they're cars, Pixar cars, so they don't have eyes and mouths. Instead, I'm going to make them drivable cars, and let's make a driver for them. Let's see what they would look like." And then that evolved into making backstories for them all. So I had those 4 made. It was a lot of fun. It was really more cars were being made, therefore more characters had to be made, profiles were being written out, and a story did come together as I was writing these. Amazingly, I've got the main plot sorted, and there's a subplot as well. Completely unintentionally, the subplot was something that connected the characters together. As I was making more cars, it just evolved, and it was so cool. So yes, all of those character profiles are now a thing. Ooh, pardon me. And I wanted to basically make them into videos. So they are between 1 and 2 minutes. They are really quick videos. What else the other thing that these videos has is the mock showcase video for those cars. So you're getting loads of angles of the cars that I've built, you're getting close-ups, you're seeing everything I've done, and it's a very unique way of showcasing the car. I'm also telling a story no longer than 2 minutes. really good. It's perfect. I absolutely love it. So for October 31st, this is the thing. I don't know what I want to do because I'm not gonna do a Halloween special. I've got nothing in mind. So I've got 30 Street Racer profiles. That's the 1st of October to the 30th of October sorted. I kinda wanna get one more thing done, and I do have a possibility for it. So the story that is being made, or that has been made from character profiles, I was able to write this finale of sorts. Was a really cool thing to kind of put together. I thought, "Oh, I could have multiple endings, it's such a cool thing." I could even when it comes to recording these, I can even make a Fallout style ending. You know in Fallout New Vegas where oh, sorry, itchy back. Too distracting. There we go. So in Fallout New Vegas, for each faction that you end the game with, there is a slideshow of all the endings that correlate and take place. So mine will be on a similar design. So if this character takes the finish, for lack of a better term, I'm not spoiling too much either, here's what will happen. And then it will fade, go into the next ending because these endings will be like 30 seconds. That's all it will be. So it's all gonna be one big video, probably gonna be like 5 minutes. But there will be, shots in the background of the cars and the characters. That's number 2. And yes, that will be its own video. It's gonna be really cool. I was very tempted to try and make a video of the cars racing. I got no idea what to do for that. I am nowhere near ready for that. Mm-mm. So, yeah, that's a final video. I mean, again, with 2 weeks of work in October, I could really go ahead and make that. I'm actually gonna make that first before I even look at the overhauls. So, yeah, good stuff. Really good stuff. So I can't help but see my hair in this, and it's all weird. Look at this bit back here, just curling, doing its own thing. Ah, long wavy hair, folks. If you don't have this, right. UP Fan says, "I've eventually got to make a semi-truck with a nose that's cartoonishly long." Well, if you like it. And Sam says, "I recently bought an upscale boxcar with a Woody Woodpecker from Looney Tunes on it. Oh my god, Woody Woodpecker. I actually remember Woody Woodpecker. Is he the one with the laugh? I don't wanna recreate the laugh in case I get it very wrong. But it's like that, so yeah, very bad rendition, but that was him, wasn't it? That must don't say I'm misremembering because that must have been yeah, I don't know. I need to Woody Woodpecker. We're gonna look this up right now. Woody Woodpecker. Yes, it was Woody. Okay, I got it right. There's an official Woody Woodpecker YouTube channel. What's the most popular bad weather? Is Woody Woodpecker still going? These animations look fairly new. Huh. No way is it still going. We'll have to look into that after the stream. Yes, it is. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So we are currently 25 minutes. Yeah, well, technically 29 minutes. But it's currently 25 past 8. That's really the bulk of what I've got to talk about, really, because I've been building more cards. You've basically seen them already in the form of the community posts. You'll get a better look at the videos that are coming out in October. There are polls in the community tab as well. If you haven't seen them already, look, go vote in because it's a very fun interaction. And yeah, I mean that's the big bulk. There is one thing I want to show off, but I can't risk it on the basis that a certain someone might be watching or might look back at this, and if he does, he ruins it for him. So yeah, I've got other things to do. I'll be I'll be going, but the stream is good. Looks like you're watching the next stream. Okay, thank you, UP fans. Thank you so much for tuning in for as long as you have. Yes, if you're looking at its side on the right side, another side says guess with the word hat scattered all over it. Ah, that's good. That's very so. With that in mind, tell you what, I got an idea what we can do. Oh yeah, I want to give some shout outs because getting into building these Lego Streets Racers, I have been finding new Lego builders online who have been amazing inspiration. So first of all, shout out to someone that I gave a post to about 2 weeks ago. Speed Champions Raceway on Instagram. Has it been posted recently? I mean, sorry, this page. What do you mean the page is broken? Hang on a minute. That's not. Oh god. Has he deleted his? What? Has he deleted his page or something? Okay, that's very. I'm gonna have to do a quick investigation of this. Yes, okay, he's on YouTube at least. It's about. Okay, he just doesn't have his Instagram anymore. Uh, okay, that was a bit of a wonky shout out. Well, I am on. He actually got rid of it. TikTok, Instagram. Is this Oh, the old account was completely disabled. Ah, well, I am refollowing because this man is amazing. Right, let me update this post as well. So basically, yes, this guy is someone who does a lot of Speed Champions Lego and has made some mocks of some cars. He has a massive racetrack set up as well. It's so cool. That's the next thing I want to do. Let me go back to that post so I can update the link. It doesn't really matter because that link is again 2 weeks old. But the point still stands. Fa-la-line, fa-la-la. There we go. So yes, very cool guy who has made some amazing related content. He's on YouTube as well. You just got to type in Speed Champions Raceway. Absolutely awesome. I'll post a picture in the comments once the stream is over. In Discord, you mean, I guess, because you can't post pictures in YouTube comments. We need to evolve. Come on, YouTube. You need to evolve to where you can post pictures. The thing is, that's the point. You need to have like pre-selected pictures or pictures if you want to put in comments for videos. They need to be verified for lack of a better word. So you submit the picture to comments. That goes into a library. YouTube decide, yes, that's a fine picture. There's no nudity. There's nothing wrong with it. If you want to use it like a meme thing, sure you can use it for comments. Yeah, they definitely. I would check up my streams other people post pictures anywhere links work. Really? Hmm. Looking forward to this. It'll probably get flagged straight away, but I'll see what I can do just in case it gets flagged. I'll definitely have a look at it if it can go through. But yes, that was one person. That is a loud car outside. So the other guy I want to give a shout out to is someone I found on Flickr, and this is Guard01. I was on Flickr earlier today, and I was looking around. You know, 'cause you can find stuff on Flickr, you can find stuff on Instagram. Instagram that you just won't see anywhere else. I mean, you won't see on YouTube. Oh, Dutchman still has his models. These are so old. Oh, I miss sorry, getting a bit nostalgic there. And there's the ooh. Yes, so, you do find a lot of people on other socials give you so much inspiration because you find one thing and you think, "That's really cool," and you see they have a full library of other things that you will find absolutely fascinating. And this guy is someone who is basically one of those people. He's got so many speed champion style cars using build methods and accomplishing certain looks. I just can't look at them and think, "This is amazing. This is actually beautiful." These have now given me more ideas for more cars, but if I'm going to do anything like this, I'm going to have to wait until after after I finish with all the current street racer stuff I got going on at the moment, because yeah, I mean, I've got 30 cars being balanced at the moment. So, all the same, it's really cool to see new people online, give some inspiration. Shout out to that guy. Who's in the morning? I'll have to come back to that, but yeah, that's good. I will do that now. Yeah, so shout outs are basically done. Was that those but yes, that's it. The main things I already had in mind. Flickr, so is there anything else I can see on Flickr? Well, I'll have to look afterwards as well. It's such a good website, isn't it? You could find so much stuff. Oh yeah, Lego Train Builds on Flickr made his or updated his shunter because a certain Gibbs made his and inspired this guy. We posted it on the in a certain group page we're both in, and the reaction was quite fascinating. So what does he say? The fantastic recreation. It's such a good looking model as well. It really is. So yeah, okay. There is that. You know what? We'll drink. Why not? This last little bit left. Can you see that? Yeah, there we go. Let's finish it up, shall we? Ah, that's all the drink finished. I'm gonna have to get some more tomorrow. There's another loud car engine. I need to sit cross-legged as well. Ugh. This is still a really uncomfortable setup because he's not my friend. This was weird because a few was it no, 2 weeks ago, I made a return to London Calling, which is a Lego panel stream on YouTube by the YouTube channel London Bridge Bricks. Lovely guy, absolutely incredible person. And there are times where I get to show things off. It's a bit awkward because when I go to hold something up, I'm kind of bashing against this, so I can't get a good view, and it's really awkward. Especially, I remember it wasn't the last the we visited 2 weeks ago. It was the previous one where I was showing these off. So I'm trying to hold the belt here, but I'm trying to make sure I can be seen, and it's bashing against the wall. And it's just so sodding awkward. But as I've made it known for the longest time, this is one I don't have the choice. There is no way for me to get anything else, not anytime soon either. House conditions are what they are, but well, house conditions are what they are. House conditions in the UK at least, still ruddy awful. Yeah. It's actually really depressing seeing how expensive the house is. But the most insulting thing is I've looked at properties, like apartments just to rent, like on a weekly rent. What could I technically afford? And there are tiny one person apartments which have it's you got bedroom, you got kitchen, you got bathroom, and that's it. There's nothing else to really play with. You could not set up anything. It's your living and breathing space, and that's literally it. And I can only just afford that. Like, how and what? Well, we all know why. We should not go there. This is not what the stream is for. But, yeah, it's the world we live in at the moment. I'll tell you what as well, I made a post earlier today on my Facebook. Let me read this word for word because it's moments like this where pardon me, it's where I burp and go a bit mad. So, mm, let me get it out. So I don't know about anyone else, but every now and then when I'm just about to go to like, I'm lying in bed, lights are off, I'm actually trying to go to sleep. My brain will pick this random thought, just that's what we're gonna overthink about tonight. And recently, the last one was about a video game I played called Hearthstone. So first of all, is there anyone in the chat who knows of the game Hearthstone? Or is there anyone here who has played Hearthstone? I am very curious because I have a long history with that game. Ain't a good one. Hearthstone was, to anyone who doesn't know, it's the card game version of World of War. And if you haven't played it, don't play it. So it was such a simple game back in the day, but it's gone through it's basically digital Magic the Gathering. There are thousands of cards and became a mess to where fun was really difficult to have because there were so many random elements, and because there were so many cards, if you want to get all the cards yeah. So, I recently YouTube, I recently just, part of my recommend I'm going from video to video, and Total Biscuit comes up. Total Biscuit is a man who used to be a video game YouTuber. He passed about 5.5 years ago, but he absolutely loved Hearthstone. And I don't know where the video came from. It's just, this is, recommended for you. You watched this video before. I was like, "Yeah, go on, let's just watch some Hearthstone." And I'm there thinking, this was back in the day where the game was way simpler, you know? And then come back to that thought I had before I went to bed. There's this little side of my mind that's going, Hearthstone is free to play. I mean, you've already got an account with so many cards on it. You could just jump back in. And it's all these horrible thoughts of trying to get back into playing it. But I'm also immediately reminding myself why I left. The game just was never fun. From a certain point onwards, it just wasn't fun. So, basically what I'm trying to say with all this, it's moments like this where I look back and I think, "That was a mistake." The only thing I could genuinely when I look back at the past, the only thing I can genuinely say that I really regret was Hearthstone, getting involved in that game, because you have to spend money to buy packs, and there is no spend limit. I don't know how much money I put into Hearthstone, but it's way too much. I actually remember you know what? I actually remember this moment where a switch flipped on for me. I was playing Hearthstone one evening, and I thought, "I want cards I need to buy some packs." So, a pack or a set of 60 card packs cost £60. That's £1 per pack. And I remember buying 2 of them. So I spent £120, 120 packs. Now, I've got loads of the commons, loads of the rares. I need a few epics and a few legendaries. I get maybe 5 cards I actually needed. I can dust all the other cards and use that to make other ones, but that costs a lot. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna bother explaining it because I don't have time to waste. But after I opened all of those cards, I thought to myself, "I just spent £120. What do I have to show for it?" And I walk into the kitchen and I'm whimpering. Mum sees me, she's like, Come here, like, give me a hug. So, yeah, it was that was the moment where I thought, "I just wasted money on anything. I've got 5 digital cards to show for it." It was soul crushing. It was genuinely soul crushing. But one thing I can say is that is a lesson learned. Something I've said a few times recently is a lesson learned the hard way is still a lesson. That was absolutely a lesson learned the hard way. I remember what was it? It was something about what was it? Oh, there was a thing that that was it. It was all the Bobby Kotick stuff because something went on. I was either at the same time as a game being released. I don't know, I remember this massive thing going on with Activision Blizzard. It must have been a Bobby Kotick thing because there were so many people who were deactivating and uninstalling their Activision accounts, their Battle.net accounts, just leaving it behind forever, and I was one of those people. I thought, "Okay, I don't ever wanna see this game again. Well, I haven't played it for ages anyways. This is a bad thing, and people are uninstalling and disassociating forever. I'm gonna jump in on this." And once I did that, I've never gone anywhere near the game still. Well, I haven't because I've had no reason to either. But I've not gone through any, like, fan forums, no videos on YouTube, nothing, because I don't wanna ever associate myself with that game ever again. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. So, what this all translates to is I'm not someone who ever looks back to see my growth, but in seeing this, I thought to myself, "You know what? Yeah, they were dumb decisions, but realizing what that was and leaving it behind was a good decision. I have done things to better myself." Again, a lesson learned the hard way is still a lesson learned. The only problem now is I am dumping way much more Lego money into Lego Panther, but the difference is I'm getting a lot more joy out of it, and it's physical. Yeah, so video games with microtransactions, oh, that's a conversation in of itself, but yeah, that's, yeah, it's, not go anywhere near them. So also, James Box, hello, thank you very much for tuning in. I did notice you entered the stream earlier. I was in the middle of a bit of a philosophical conversation, whatever the word is. I've never bought a game for real money, and I've never made a single microtransaction. I applaud you for that, because that is a very good the only games I have nowadays, going to my Steam library, I've got Bloons TD6, which ah, I I rage uninstalled this game earlier today, and like an hour later, installed it back again. Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with Bloons TD6. I have 280 hours on that game. I've got Black Ops 2 because it's Black Ops 2. I got 7 Days to Die, which is pretty good. Don't Starve, which I haven't touched in forever. Skyrim, of course, Fallout 4 because, well, I don't care about that. I got Skyrim again. I don't care for Fallout. Left 4 Dead 2, which I haven't touched in almost a year. Never going to do that either because that was another game where it's a team-based game and you are relying on other people. It sucks ass. It really does. Phasmophobia, lots of fun as well. Rust, Sea of Thieves, the Swords and Sandals stuff because I mean it's a classic. It's good stuff. And what the dub. So of all those games, Bloons TD6 and Black Ops 2 have well, Bloons TD6, that's microtransactions, and I did buy one microtransaction because I had about £10 spare in my Steam wallet, and I thought, "I haven't spent this in forever, why not?" So that was a controlled one, that was okay. Black Ops 2, it's more DLCs than microtransactions. That was okay. I only got 1 anyways, but that's besides the point. Um, the other ones there yeah, I think that's pretty much it, like, the only game that really has microtransactions now is Bleach TD6, but even then I have no Like, exactly 0 reason to go for any microtransaction. The only games I play are either free to play or ones I got as gifts. Yes, very smart because again, it's free. Like, why pay to have fun? You know? The intrinsic value, yeah, and balloons tower defense, so good. I'm on what? I don't know what level I'm on. Starfield and City Skylines 2 are the only game purchases this year. Starfield has a lot of people excited. The Fudge Muppet guys, who are all about Fallout and Skyrim, about the role playing, have been all over Starfield. Now, I haven't actually looked into any Starfield content because I don't have the game, I'm not familiar with it. And I thought, I don't wanna get myself into it because well, frankly, I'm not into it. Not to say it's a bad game, of course. I might pick it up one day in the future, but I don't care for it now, at least. I still use PS2, by the way. Fair enough. I mean, why not? A lot of the games on PS2 are better than some of the rubbish that comes out today. Where is my there it is. Let's get the dust off. Mhm. This is a PS1 game. My baby. I love this so much. Shout out oh, yeah. There was a guy as well who, so hang on, let me put that down there. There we go. There was a guy I was able to discover on YouTube. So he has his own channel where he's posting videos, but he has made this guide. I'm so sure I mentioned this somewhere else, but there's a guy who knows how to unlock certain characters in that game. I was someone who, for the life of me, could not figure it out, but this guy knows. I have screenshotted the comments he made, and, like, again, he's posted videos, and, I've seen the tutorials that he's posted. So, yeah, I mean, I cannot believe someone actually knows because for the longest time, I thought to myself, "I'm the only person who plays this game. I can't figure it out. This is lost time." But yeah, that was really cool. I see you playing, Duck Life 3, yeah? That Duck Life 9 that I sent you, Duck Life 9, where the hell did the other ones come from? God damn, that's a point, hang on. If I go to speedrun.com, this website should run a lot quicker now that I've got a much more powerful PC. So if I go to I gotta get this exact. Fricking snowboarder. Has there been anything new for speed my speedrun was 6 years ago. Why has that changed? Oh. 3 players. God damn, speedrun.com. Yeah, so that's the thing. Duck Life 6, 7, and 8 were mobile only. That frankly makes sense. You know what I haven't played in the longest time? Mario. Ah, do I wanna the thing is I will happily play and Mario Kart than any other game because it's really good. It is good, yeah. I haven't played any of the like, when you remember when 96 new tracks were being I'm pretty sure they're all out, but I haven't played any of the new additional tracks yet. We should look hmm. And now we're just talking about Duck Life. Duck Life MMO in the future. They were just 2D games, they were way simpler. Like, what happened? New Super Mario no, you know what? That's the point. I remember saying to myself a few days ago, I want to look up Super Mario Bros. DS speedruns because it was at GDQ, and I thought, "You don't ever get to see these particular video games at a GDQ." So, let's look up and see what's there. The Rayman ones as well, Rayman 2 in particular. Love Rayman. Oh, yes. And Galaxy. Boy, you don't even need to go. Galaxy is actually the best. Oh god, okay, I tell you what, my leg is starting to go numb because I'm sat cross-legged. There's no blood going to my foot. So my knee downwards is all I can't feel off. The blood's gonna rush to my leg again. I'm gonna get the same pins and needles. It's gonna be weird. Have you seen the 2.5-minute Doctor Who trailer? It's literally positive. Yes, I actually saw that earlier tonight. The thing is, I forgot that they were making some of these, and as soon as the trailer came up, I thought, "Oh yeah, isn't there supposed to be like 4 specials? Like, where are they? Where are they? When are they actually coming out?" Doctor Who 2023 specials. So there will be 3 special episodes, each in November 2023. David Tennant is the 10th Doctor and officially the 14th Doctor, who will then regenerate into the 15th Doctor, the other Scottish guy whose name escapes me. Just yeah. 3 November and a Christmas special. Oh, well, that makes sense. That's his name. How do you pronounce his first name? Nkuti? Oh god. He's Scottish. Shotty. No way is that how you Shooty. Pronounce Ncuti is pronounced shoot. Are you for real? Oh my god. More like that. Okay, sure. He's Shooty Gatwa. In Prop Tropica, there's a thing where you play a mini game. Yeah, it doesn't go as high as jumping, but you can use it midair to. There's like a stand-in for double jumping then. Yeah, it works, I suppose. Right. You know what? This will back in grade 4, Prop Tropica was my jam. Oh, the good old days where you had to figure out how to play school and get around the barrier on them. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very interesting stream. I won't say a nice return, but it's been a return. Microphone in place, and it is working now. Good. So it has been about 5 weeks since I last did a stream. I may as well say this before we wrap up. Sorry to click my fingers. They're a bit stiff. So what's happened with live streaming? Well, in accordance with how I've been feeling with videos, the energy and desire to do live streams hasn't been there. And in turn, nothing has really been going on. So when I live stream, yes, I could be talking to the chat, of course. But about halfway through the stream, I kind of fizzled out. I had to figure out what the hell to do next. And my worry was, what if I get out of the stream? Like, if I want to do a bunch of streams in a row and I've got nothing to talk about, this is going to be always going to be bland, and no one's going to tune in, and one thought leads to another. So I thought, okay, for now, I'm just going to leave this. I wasn't actually wanting to stream today either. I thought, it's been so long. I've got a lot going on today. Today was done, was used to film, edit, and upload all of the remaining Street Race profile videos. that is now completely ticked off, that's all done. So I thought, "You know what? Let's have a stream." 'Cause so, it's nice to be able to do this again because it's always nice to do this again. It's nice to be able to just chat. But, this I remember saying so many times, "Yeah, I need to do some more, I'm big enough to do some more." And that's not really worked because, I can't keep a promise. Well, I can with most things. The live streaming in particular is difficult. So, yeah, I don't know when the next live stream will be, it must be said. Maybe I would do one before October begins because, again, October is gonna be absolutely packed with videos. There's gonna be one every day throughout the entire month. I might try and get another one in at some point. I can't say for certain because, again, I'm someone who absolutely struggles to be motivated for anything. And again, ever since the train stuff kind of stopped, I thought, "Okay, I can't be asked to make videos. I don't wanna make any more trains." It was just again, that's where the massive break began. And streaming, of course, took a hit. So, yeah, I am still building myself back up to wanting to do things again. It does feel like a chore in some areas, but live streaming can absolutely continue on. Now that I've got this properly figured out, I've got microphone separate to the webcam. It sounds yeah, because every now and then it wants to dip. It works, and that's looking really big. I do want to try and figure out if possible, if I can use like Stream or something. I would like to try a games night live stream where I play What's the Dub? Because that is a very fun game, and we can see how long it takes to get banned, because I can only hope I can trust the people who take part, because it's, yeah, if you know, you know. It would be fun, yeah, I know, I could see your reaction there, that would be good. I was thinking more Discord server because that's actually easier for me to do because it's being live streamed, but that's for the future to figure out. Yeah, we'll have to organise a night, that's the only thing. So, yes, future streams thing, there's nothing set in stone. It's just it is what it is, which is a bit of a shame really, because there is more that I want to do, but I just don't have the energy. Basically, I'm now seeing things in the same light as if it was recorded and they happen when they happen. So thank you all so much for watching, folks. Once again, throughout all of October, I will be uploading these Street Racer character profile videos, and it will be a great time because there is a story between all of these. They're between 1 and 2 minutes long. It's I'm not showcase videos for the cars themselves, and it also tells a story. It's a lot of fun. I've had actually a really good time making the cars and making the stories. So make sure you tune in for those, and I will see you all in October because I don't have anything else planned between now and then. So in a week or so, we're back to some videos. Yeah. Righto, folks. Alright, okay. This is the second time ever I've done live stream on the computer. It's always been with the tablet. I'm so used to kind of reaching forward to turn it off that way. Okay. End stream button is there. Let's do that. Right, I need to brush my teeth as well. My teeth still feel minging. Right, thank you very much, folks. I shall see you all in the future. Streaming, yes. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.